What's up, Libra? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a general full moon tarot reading for the full moon coming up on March 25th. It is going to be at 5 degrees Libra. It's going to be at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will be in the 15th mansion of the moon. This mansion of the moon is all about making money, but is auspicious for love. There is a lunar eclipse going on, and it is on your axis, Libra and Aries. Libra rules the 7th house, which is the house of your one-on-one relationships. Aries is all about self-assertion and doing things the way that they want. So you may be looking at the way you assert yourself, or the way you, or the way others assert themselves in your one-on-one relationships. You may be asking yourself, like, you know, is someone being too assertive? Am I being too assertive? Do I need assertive relationships? You know, and for a Libra ascendant, you know, it's your first house or your 12th house. Your first house is the house of self. So you could really be contemplating, you know, whether you want to lean more into the balance right there of relationships, like your one-on-one relationships, or whether you want to be more assertive and kind of go on your own. You know, your 12th house, you could have some kind of confusion around that. You could feel lost in somewhere. You feel like because someone was too assertive, there was loss, or maybe you need to sacrifice your self-assertion in your relationships. Those types of things. This is the card that came from you, Libra. Time to give rather than take. Well, you may be wanting to try to find that balance, and you may decide that it's through giving. Maybe letting others be a little more assertive so that you can find a balance in a relationship. Whether it's romantic or just like your friends or your work relationships, all of that. As far as like astrologically, there's not really too much that's standing out other than that eclipse, I would say. I mean, the moon is also opposite Neptune, so that's also dreamy, confusing type energy. So just kind of be wary of that. And it's really just going to be kind of thoughts probably about self-assertion, like self-reliance versus relying on others, right? But it's saying time to give rather than take. So it may be that, you know, you're going to kind of put yourself out there so others can rely on you. But we'll see what the cards say. Whether it's love, work. I'm just trying to find a kind of rough shuffle. Oop, right there. On the bottom, looks like it could be a message coming in. Some kind of communication. Could involve a child, but also could just be something like something new that you want, that you're passionate about, that you're trying to get into or try to express to the world. Looks like there could be a healing, some kind of wish. Looks like worry about money was in the recent past. But when aren't we worried about money, right? It's kind of conducive to us having to do that. Some kind of communication may have come in that helped you not have to worry about money anymore, just not worry as much in general. Maybe you receive some kind of money because it's saying the time to give rather than take. Maybe you're overflowing right now. But it could just be like giving advice or giving a shoulder to lean on, that type of thing. If it does involve a child, it will be a young fire sign. But it's likely something that you really want to do, something new, but it's crossed by this, which is tradition. Like the traditional way, or just a big company or job you've been involved with, or just like an old way of doing something is kind of keeping you from going for whatever it is that this passion is that you have. You know, it's something valuable ahead of you, something that can really get you stable, or this message brought you something that's very stable. Or it involves an individual. It involves a earth sign. I mean, it's crowned by the star, some kind of healing, some kind of wish. This is where it's crowning you. So you may have gotten something like a wish or something that's really valuable, or that you feel is very valuable, that you can now give out to others in a type of solar manner. I mean, worry's over for some reason. You stop worrying. Maybe your child was sick or something like this, and he was healed. Maybe he's healed in a hospital, like a big hospital. Or maybe there was a marriage or an offer of marriage, and maybe that individual had a child. And so you're marrying into someone has a child, or you had a child, and they're an earth sign. But it's likely that this is a new like opportunity to make money. something that you're passionate about, but you're gonna have to break tradition or leave your job or change the way you work in order to achieve this. So it's not going to be something that's very typical because it's crossed by tradition. But this is in the unconscious. This is you focusing on the negative aspect of things. You may be feeling overworked because you have the 9 and 10 of rods here. These are both overworked cards, or feeling overworked. And it's saying time to give rather than take. So you've been working your butt off. Maybe you're working a job, taking care of a family, all these things, and it's really getting to you. But I think it has to be done. Even though you're feeling overworked, because this is you right now. This is you feeling like you have been working your butt off. This is you being exhausted. In your environment is more work waiting. It's just more and more work. The advice is, don't let it emotionally overburden you, right? Don't let it depress you. The King of Cups is very emotionally stable. Or this person will help you. Look to this person that you can rely on. This person could be a water sign, could be just a watery individual, somebody that's very stable and balanced in their emotions. But you have the King and the Queen of Cups here, so this could be you and your emotions with someone else, right? This could be something that you find, and it could be an earth sign, but he could still be very balanced in his emotions or her emotions, male or female. The advice is you can rely on this person emotionally, and they can help you through what you're working through. Or it could be somebody at work that you can actually rely on that can help you. It could be a family member even, but they're reliable. Maybe somebody had to be healed, and that's why you're having to work extra hard. So there was 2 incomes, but then they got injured or something and they can't work now, or something happened to where they couldn't work or they couldn't help. And you're starting to feel overburdened because you're having to take on too much responsibility. But there is a healing coming in. So everything's gonna be okay. And it's worth the work, because once they get better, or once you find this individual, they're going to help you a lot. But you're going to have to keep giving for right now, and you're going to have to keep working hard so that you can find this individual, right? Because this is the Queen and the King of Cups. So this could be a very, very balanced and loving relationship that comes out of this. But you just got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing for now and get through whatever this is. Don't focus on the negative. Don't let the worry get you too much. Your work is going to pay off. It's going to lead you to whoever this is. Now, if this is like a boss or something, you just have to do what you have to do to get to here. Don't let the work overburden you. Try to stay positive. There is a lot of work here, but nothing worth doing is easy. I truly believe that. So whatever this is, if you're working your butt off, it's going to pay off. And whatever you give, you're going to get in return. So if you give love, you're going to get love. If you give your time, you're going to get time. If you give money, you're going to get money. If you give effort, it's going to pay off. But it's something swift, right? It's swiftly coming in. So I think it's going to be some kind of relief that comes in. You're going to get help. It's going to come in and help you from all these burdens or from all this work that you're doing. And it's coming in swiftly. You just got to go a little longer. And then it's going to lead to you finding whoever that is or whatever that is. Okay, Libra, that's all I have. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it will help push the algorithm forward. And therefore, it'll help me get more watch hours. That's what I really need right now. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it'll help motivate me and want me to make more videos for you. But either way, I'm just grateful that you're here, Libra, and I hope to see you here again. Happy full moon.